What's going on? What's going on? And welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. And apparently we were talking about today nothing other than that monkeypox shit that's going around. I told y'all once before about it. If y'all didn't get the message before, if you don't watch the news and clearly gotten it now, we're going to talk about this shit right now, whether y'all want to or not. Y'all ready?
It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Now let's get into it.
Welcome back once again to the AJ Red Show. It's your boy, your friend, your homie, maybe even your cousin if you're watching, one of my family members, hell. AJ Red, me. I'm back again. Like I told you before, we're going to talk about this motherfucking monkeypox shit and see what's going on. But before I get into that, let me do it as I always do. I want to go ahead and thank those of you who have joined the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please do not forget to hit that notification bell, that like button, and make sure to share it with somebody. For those of you who have already done so, let me say thank you again for being such a great supporter. I see that I have a real good support system. I have really good subscribers. You guys are great at commenting, and I believe liking and sharing the videos, and now commenting. So let me say I appreciate you guys for that. Let me start off with that. But there was one person this morning, y'all, I woke up to, and she joined the channel, and I will not say her name or anything because I'm not going to even go with that, because I feel like I settled it, pretty well. But anyway, the comment was something kind of simple. It was like, she kind of liked the commentary, but it was too much cussing. I politely replied back, I do apologize. You feel this way, I'm sorry. But I do appreciate you for stopping by and, spending time and commenting and whatever have you. But I'm sorry, I don't motherfucking agree. I didn't tell her that, but I was like, I don't agree. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, but I appreciate you anyways. Left and moved on from that. Y'all can drop down in the comments and tell me if y'all think I'm cussing too much. I mean, I take it into consideration or whatever and whatnot, but I make no promises because this is what I built this platform for, to say what it is I want to say, as plenty others. So anyway, moving on from that right over into the show. I'm not going to be on here very long, but I want to make sure to stop by and give y'all a PSA along with a warning. Look, I told y'all before, they stated before that the monkeypox was more common in MSM, male sexual mates, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, I mentioned before in one of my previous videos about them pretty much putting this monkeypox shit off on our gay community. And I totally disagreed. I did some reading. I did some research. I've watched some videos. I've gotten some questions answered. And I've also watched a number of cases rise locally where I, reside. And basically, it's gone up. Here in Houston, it's like 132, I think, as of a day or so ago. Haven't really gotten a live report because, today is Saturday, of course. So I haven't even gotten up and watched the news. I got up and got straight into what I saw last night with you all on my mind and to bring this information to you all. And so basically, it is not mostly predicated upon male-to-male sexual contact. It is not a virus that derived from the male-to-male sexual community, the LGBTQ. So please put that bullshit to rest. I'm going to be here all day long to defend that title. Anybody come against me, please be ready with your best, because let me tell you, listen, I'll fuck it up one time for you real quick. But anyway, like I stated before, you guys have to be real careful because I don't think all of the facts have been given. I've read the CDC reports. When they put those out, I'm actually linked in with that shit because of the work that I do, and I don't want to catch the shit myself. And of course, Johns Hopkins is another good trustable site. They are really, really good at updating and giving you the facts about, what the virus derives from, which is something similar to basically, they say, like smallpox. So they're saying that getting this vaccine, which is basically hardly fucking available, I know for sure, here in Houston, we're fighting for that, I'm sure, to get that here locally. But the bottom line is too many people, again, like COVID, are catching it rapidly, and they don't have, or let me say don't have, they're limiting supply and this vaccine, which is totally fucking ridiculous, because if they're saying that they're saying that there's 2 strands, and it could be deadly, you know, between 1 to 10% of people that have caught it have died, but the strand that they said have actually made its way to the U.S. is actually a strand that is mostly known and commonly seen in West Africa. How true that is, I'm not really sure, but when I first heard about it earlier this year, it was said that the first person that came back to the U.S. that we knew of was actually in Texas. I think it was Fort Worth or Killeen or something like that. And I think it was a woman. And then all of a sudden, you know, they kept saying, you know, oh, don't worry about it. It's cool. We got it under wraps. It's under control. Then they came back and said it was a woman or something, or a man in Killeen that had caught the shit. And they repeated the same thing. Don't worry about it. We got it under control. It's not going to spread. It's not going to be another pandemic. Y'all pump your brakes. You know, stay working, keep your head down, and let this economy thrive and get us back out of this motherfucking hole we put ourselves in with letting the economy go through the bullshit that we went through with COVID-19, waiting for a cure and losing so many thousands of people, millions of people in that pandemic, which was very fucking sad. So I'm definitely not making light of what is present and what has been, you know, we've recently dealt with. But I am saying that at the end of the day, you all know that there's literature out there. Yes, believe, trust, but trust trustable sites. And some of that shit you got to question. You feel me? Yeah, you do. But you have to question even some of that and limit yourself. Not to say that you have to limit your way of life and stop living, because people are like, oh, I got to stop living my life because oh my smallpox, oh my God, the monkeypox and all this. Fuck that. If you see what this shit is doing to people, this is basically, like I said, the research that I have found is saying it's more similar to smallpox, but looking at the symptoms and the way they said that it actually, the onset of it and how you can get it from contact to contact, skin to skin contact. Let me clear that up. Skin to skin contact, sexual contact, that's any motherfucking body. You and your child coming home from school that's been in touch with another child that's, you know, been fucking around with the monkeypox. And I advise you parents, I don't know what to tell y'all. School is about to kick back into start. Bless the children, bless the parents, you know, cover them in what's yet to come, because, you know, you're sending your children back to school and you need to be educated upon what is going on as it relates to this monkeypox shit. You don't want your child, because children are the biggest breeding grounds for any germ. Let me tell you, down at the schoolhouse, the daycare center, the playgrounds, playtime over there at Lil Deal and Lil Barbara's house, you know, that kind of thing. Children are germy. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but that's what they do. They're learning life. They're experiencing, they're experimenting, you know, with life. And they're to be taught things that speak of better hygiene and you know, come here, let mommy wipe your nose, or come here, let daddy wipe your nose, or here, take a little hand sanitizer real quick and rub it on your hands. You've been playing on the monkey bars. That kind of thing. If your child is of age to go to school and understand, most of you all, I think, pretty much can grasp that, how to teach a kid how to use some hand sanitizer and send them on with a little jar of it, a little bottle, and say, of that shit to school. Look, when you play on the monkey bars and shit, don't put your mouth on anything. Make sure when you finish playing, you know, get your little squirt, rub it in real good in between your fingers and stuff like that. And you teach them real hand hygiene, because they're saying that this is one of the things like COVID that can also be in air droplets, skin to skin, again, contact. So good hand washing habits really come into play here. And let me tell you, I tell y'all all the time, I work in the nursing field. And with that being said, when I tell you I wash my motherfucking hands so many times during the day, I swear for M&M's, it looked like by shit. Pretty much all day, my hands be tight and shit, and look like I've been baking bread with the monks since about 4 a.m. in the morning. Them motherfuckers be dry and powdery. It look ashy. Look like Mr. Brown's knees in the palm and on the outside. And I keep me a little bottle of sanitizer on me at my desk, you know, and move throughout. And I keep me some moisturizer to moisturize my hands so that I still have, my skin is not so tight and dried out from all that sanitizing and all that washing and all that stuff with that microbial soap or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But learning good hand washing genes, teaching this to your children. For those of you, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. For all of y'all talking about, I want to live my life. You want to go to the club and shit and rump bump and get with the boogie up and all this other shit. You know, I understand. I understand completely. Especially for those of you who are just, you know, college freshmen and, you know, sophomores and all this good shit are in, you know, your first apartment, your first place. And this is a lot of shit to take in when you're just now getting to the free point of your life to where you can actually do what the fuck you want. You know, outside of your parents' house for most of us, I guess, you know. But it's fucked up that in that prime of your life, in that point, that you have to be so careful with, you can't go to a club or can't go to a bar or be amongst too many friends or, you know, date around a little bit to see who you like out of that dating pool, as some of us got to do back in the Gap. You know, it's really fucked up for y'all. But I will tell you what I think is even more fucked up, catching the monkeypox. Because apparently y'all didn't get the PSA about the COVID, Omicron, the Delta, and I ain't talking about the airline, you know, shit like that. They done had series to COVID. You feel me? So don't you think this shit is to be played with? Now, yes, I've kind of, to dummy it down a little bit, because I don't want to dummy it down at all, but to make it make more sense, this, from what I've read, is more like I said, smallpox. And if you want to get even more similarities to it, chickenpox. You know, like I said before, while the blisters are there, you're still contagious. You know, fever, those are symptoms, fevers, the bumps, genitalia areas, all down up in your mm-hms and whatnots. That shit get all down up in there, so be careful. Don't be around here doing all extra shit. Swollen lymph nodes. Fevers of 104 plus. You got to consult a doctor, a physician, or somebody. Go let somebody see about you and check you out so that they can actually get you diagnosed and get you some help as soon as possible, because this shit is not to be played with. I'm not saying, oh, child, you got the monkeypox, you know, you're going to die. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is, if indeed you find yourself with any of these symptoms, contact a physician. Contact your local health department. Google that shit. Y'all Google everything else. Get on the Galoo and find that shit. The local health department near you, and find out what your steps are to getting some treatment. Stay y'all motherfucking ass out them bar rooms, like my grandma told me. The best way to keep your money and your motherfucking sanity and have a good time, if you pay rent some motherfucking well, why you gonna pay a cover charge to go on somebody else's door and pay $7, $8, $9 a fucking drink per cup, when you can go right down there to the liquor store over here at Spec somewhere and get you a bottle of Douce. That's my thing. Get you a bottle of Douce, you know, some Crown, little E&J, little tequila, get you some shit, get you a bottle of what you like to drink. Go home and whatever else you like to partake in, if you like your cannabis, your THC, all that shit, get yourself a setup. That way you ain't got to worry about waiting at the bar for nobody to come serve you, waving your dollars, trying to get another motherfucker while they're rubbing up against you up in the motherfucking bar room with shit like that, because it's too hot to be wearing sleeves. I'm sorry. So you don't want nobody bumping and rubbing all up against you and shit. Excuse me. And before you know it, and you run with the monkeypox. No, you don't want none of that. You don't want any of that. And I'm making light of it because we have to keep some kind of sense of humor with all that's going on in America today, in our daily, day-to-day lives. We have to keep some kind of comedy thought in the background of all this shit. But I'm very serious in what I'm saying. Go ahead, get your ass down in your house, get you a bottler, get you some good music on that surround sound on YouTube or Apple Music, get you a good lineup real quick, and cut a rug in that motherfucker, test some towel up in the bottom of the floor or some shit like that. Knock over a couple of things if you get too drunk, but that's your shit. You can pay for it. You good for it. You good for it. Don't worry about it. But that monkeypox shit is not worth it, I can tell you. Listen. I ain't going to no zoos. For those of you who love nature, I say for right now, we chill out fucking with the pets. You know, if you got a little dog, you know, a little chihuahua, you know, little snails or something like that, you know, I can see you fucking around there petting and rubbing on, you know, little Yum Yum. But at the end of the day, I'm hoping y'all got little Yum Yum his COVID shots. Y'all little kitty cat and y'all little bow wows, little bow weezes, make sure they got their COVID vaccine and be looking for shit on the outlook to see if the dog can get monkeypox. Because, listen, if he can get the COVID, you know, you smell what I'm stepping in, right? Yeah, you do. Shit. But bottom line is party at your house. You ain't always got to have no big old gathering. Bitch, get you a couple of friends up on the Zoom real quick. Go down there to House Party Connection or some shit. Get a couple of y'all in there, play a few games, dominoes, answer a few questions on there. Some shit, little pop quizzes up on there. It's a nice little site for distant friends and stuff like that, and loved ones that like to communicate and shit like that. Find y'all something like that and laugh and party down there at the house, because I'm telling y'all, y'all think it's a joke. This shit started with two. Several months back in the beginning of the year here in Texas that I know of. Started with two because I was on top of the news. Listen, like a politician paying a hooker. I was watching it every day, every morning. Get to work, put that shit up on my side screen. I had to check it out and see what's going on in the world today, because you got to analyze and break that shit down and learn how to protect yourself. Stay up out of them bar rooms. For y'all that decide y'all want to have multiple friends and sexual partners, listen. I'm telling y'all, listen at me good now. Listen at me what I say. Keep your ooh-hoos and your ahas to yourself. Find you one good favorite that you've been with. Rock out with them. Let all the other shit pass, because COVID is on the loose. Anybody got time for going to catch that for one? You know what I'm saying? Be fucked around there with COVID and double down with motherfucking monkeypox. I just, I have one. That's it, honey. None other than one. Because I ain't got time for the fuckery. I tell y'all all the time, I'm not here for the fuckery. Here to talk about the fuckery, but not here for it. Y'all have to understand, this is not shit to be played with. I want to get out there and have a good time too, but listen, I'll get out every once in a while, you know, after the COVID wave had kind of gotten past, and then, even then, I had to be in an outdoor setting. I'm not finna come to no bar room and sit up in here, muffled up in here with all these motherfuckers breathing one another's air. I'm not doing all that. I don't know when the last time they changed that filter. I don't know when the last time they had them HVAC people come up in here and suck them mammy fucking vents and give a nice little treatment up through here and disinfect this whole place after somebody else done been up here. Well, several other somebody done parted them here the night before. You can't trust them people. They all about making their money. And y'all keep going over that paying to get dialysis if y'all... Y'all keep going up over that pen to get them diabetes, baby. But listen, as for me and my house and my body, when you see me, ain't no fist bumping, ain't no butt romping, ain't no hugging. It's not that I don't love you. It's not that I don't want to show no love. But at the end of the day, bitch, I don't want to show no symptoms of the monkeypox. Stay from at the zoo, going over there trying to see them chimpanzees, because I'm trying to figure out, they keep saying through sexual contact, but if children got it, you know, my first question that, you know, was who went over there to Africa, Western Africa, or they say the worst cases is in, not Zimbabwe, damn, I think the Congo. Yeah, the worst case is in the worst, because I told you there's two strands. They said the second strand, the worst one, is in the Congo. Stay more there, y'all. I want to see my roots too, but fuck that. I find another way over there in the city where they don't fuck around in the jungle and the bushes and all that stuff, and I go explore that stuff and all this shit clear up. Cause I'm not here for it. It's a no for me, Simon. No, ma'am, pressed ham. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it. Ain't gonna get it. You got me fucked up. So listen, when you see me in the street, a nice, good old-fashioned how they do, a head nod, you know, some shit like that. Hey, what's up, AJ? What's up, bro? What's up, sis? Man, love. Don't come over here. I love y'all, but stay the distance. 6 feet. 6 feet, because they saying airdrop this. I don't want you coming over here bunking in my face, laughing, and we, you know, exchanging kikis and shit. And all of a sudden, you know, I'm not saying you might be, you know, guilty of it, but you just left the ballroom and you see me on the sidewalk, you know, barking off up in my motherfucking face, talking about, hey there, hi there. Hi there. How you doing? You know, some people, they hold that H a little too long. You know what I'm saying? Hey. We don't need none of that going on. So, yeah, y'all might sit up here and say I'm laughing and making a joke out of it. But at the end of the day, yes, I'm laughing at it because I got to keep my I got to keep my good vibrations up, honey, with all this going on and working in the midst of it. And when I tell y'all, I can tell you for certain, when old baby girl said on Girls Trip, it's a booty hole. You can't get nothing down there like that in the booty hole. Shit. Okay. I've seen on the Galoo. I have done research, like I told you, on the Johns Hopkins. I have seen some shit, y'all. Go on over there and look. Go on over there and look. They're not candid about showing it to you. That's for one. For damn certain. Go on over there and take your peeky poo and see what's popping. So anyway, that's all I'm going to speak about today on the monkeypox. I got other videos and content to make for you all, and I have other shows to watch. And to get back on here and talk more shit with y'all and see how y'all felt about all this. So before I go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that little thumbs up. That's that like button for those of you who don't know, because somebody asked me the other day, and I wanted to make that clear. Like, subscribe, and share if you have not already. For those of you, again, I thank you so much for doing so and rocking with your boy. It is so much greatly appreciated. You all are helping me out so much. Mad love giving right back to all of you. I think I'm going to start doing a shout-out segment because y'all been so good to me. I think I want to shout y'all out and be good to y'all. Let the people know who actually are, you know, who's actually supporting me, you know? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. All right, but share with somebody you know. Share with somebody you don't know. Share with somebody you like. Share with a motherfucker you don't like. Because at the end of the day, if you don't like me, like old girl earlier, I told her, somebody else will. And it shows. And I expect nothing but more and more outpour of love as I'm going to give back to y'all. All right, so keep your high vibrations up. Stay positive. Love on yourself. Love on somebody else. But only if they're willing to love on you in the same way back. Because like I said, anybody got time for that? All right. Y'all stay good. Stay up. And stay monkeypox and COVID free and all that.